She's crying, and I said, do you know the story of Puss and Boots?
Hitler.
And she said, she looked at me like this. She stopped crying immediately, and I started to tell her the story of Puss and Boots. And I don't know the story of Puss and Boots. But I was making it up at the moment as the seconds rolled by. In order to hold her attention, I kept the sentences flowing, one after the other. The story of the cat.
Tell it.
The story. Puss was a cat who during the day, he was a normal cat, but at night he put on a pair of boots and a big feathered hat, and he stood up on his hind legs and walked around like a normal human being. Well, he lived with a farmer, and the farmer was having his land stolen by a very big man with very bad breath. And the cat went one night and he put on his boots and he put on his feathered hat and he went to the house of the very big man and he knocked on the door and the man opened up the door and Puss in Boots stood up on his hind legs with his big hat and he said, don't take the land of Farmer McGregor. And the man said, oh my God, come in, let's talk. So they sat down at the table and they had some beer.
Thicken the accent so Hitler we can barely understand.
And the cat said, you must not take the land of the farmer because I will take your land. If you take the land of the farmer, I will take your land. And they stood there with his hind legs. And the man said, I will not take the land, will you stay here tonight? And the Puss said, yes, I will stay here. Oh, the Puss stayed here on the top of the bed. No, the Puss was under the bed, took off his boots, he took off his hat, he put them on the floor, he slept under the bed. When the man went in the morning to see where the man was who came, he saw nothing. Nothing. But a hat and some boots. And he left. And then the cat, the little cat, hid under the bed all day because he couldn't put his boots on and hat on during the day. And at night he crept out. And he went back to Farmer McGregor. And in the morning, when he was sitting with Farmer McGregor at the table, when Farmer McGregor was crying, he looked at him and he said, why are you crying? And Farmer McGregor looked at him and said, you can talk. He said, ja, ich kann sprechen. You will not lose your land. I have talked to him. And I will take his land if he takes your land. And they all lived happily ever after.
Tell the real story of Mother Goose in this accent.
Mother Goose has born like any other goose in an egg that was golden. All geese come from golden eggs. The chickens and the ones that come from white eggs. They come from white eggs. They come from brown eggs, but the golden eggs are the geese. And all open cracked the golden egg and out popped Mother Goose with two big tits because she was a mother. And she stood up and she said, I have stories to tell. I am the mother of all stories. And Mother Goose had no children. That was a tragedy. And so she sought out all the other little tiny chicks that were everywhere who had their stories to tell. They had no stories and they had the Mother Goose told them other stories. And she told them, come here, come here, come here. Gather around for I will tell you stories. And they sucked on her tits. She had 7 of them. 7 little yellow chicks sucking on Mother Goose's tits. And she said to them, listen to me, I'm going to tell you another story. This one is about the little girl with the golden ball, the frog prince, who went down the hole, and I was there, I know, as I was watching him. Why? That golden ball that the frog prince had, that was me when I was a golden egg, you stupid little shit. And all the chicks looked up at her, and they were all trembling, and she said, that's right, motherfucker. I fuck a Mother Goose, and I tell the stories, and you listen to me, and you never, ever say one fucking word when I'm talking. Because I am the mother of all geese. Because I don't have any children, and I compensate for that fact. As we were talking about compensation, I compensate for that fact that I do not have children, but the fact that I tell all my stories to you, fucking little shits.
Your version of Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty stood on the wall. And Humpty Dumpty was a fucking wimp. Because when he fell and smacked on the ground, he couldn't put himself together. And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him together again because horses have these fucking hooves at the end and they're stepping all over the stupid egg. And the men are trying to scrape out the yolk and they're smearing it all over their bodies. And Humpty's like, no, that's not how you do it. The stupid egg.
Little Red Riding Hood.
It's a Red Riding Hood. Had a hood that she rode on. No, she was riding in the hood with a bunch of black men, and they were chasing her, and she was carrying some chickens and grits and some barbecue black-eyed peas to her grandmother. She said, what the fuck is going on here? And they said, you're in the hood now, little Red Riding Hood, because you know she was an Indian, American Indian. But she had the same pheasant hat that was being worn by the Puss in Boots. And she didn't know it. And she said, get back the fucking, give me that hat. You took that hat from Puss in Boots, and now you're in the hood, motherfucker. I'm gonna steal your hat. Big bad wolf. Fuck you. I'm tired.